the whole thing was very over the top, very American, and I guess that's what the market likes here because they certainly lapped it up in the stands.
Come on.
Well, it's exactly 1 week after the F1 race here in Las Vegas. And I'm coming down to the Strip in the evening to see how busy it is and what, if anything, has been done as far as taking down the lights and the barriers and whatnot. I would imagine something's been done. I don't follow it in the news, so this will be as surprising to me as it is to anyone else watching this. Now it's a Saturday night, and the Strip is typically busy on a Saturday night, so I can't blame all of this on F1, but I do see a lot of arrows up here diverting traffic over, so that's probably because of the construction. But we haven't even gotten to Flamingo yet, or Harmon, which is where I'm gonna dive down. As you can see, a week later, I don't see any of this structure coming down yet. Is it here permanently? This right here is the Harmon and Koval grandstands. On my first F1 video, we were standing over by the paddock and we were filming from the other direction. I don't know if these are coming down or not. I don't think they're in such a way that they're a hindrance to anybody driving through here. That was all open parking lot desert before they built them. What a magnificent creation. I'm talking about the sphere, not the ugly grandstands. That is totally awesome though. The problem with me filming videos like this is I don't know what's permanent structure and what's not. Are these permanent? I really don't know. In either case, they're eyesores. They're ugly. I would think this would come down just because of the blocks that are strapped down, looks like, to hold this stuff here. Also, I don't know where they have started deconstructing what they put up for the race, but you can tell that these are temporary. They go all the way down Sands to the Las Vegas Strip. It's a giant lava lamp of some sort. At least that's what it looks like. Honestly, I think everything around the sphere, except for the grandstands, is probably going to come down because it runs down Sands. It's an eyesore. It covers the front of the sphere. Nobody wants that. What I want to see is what they've gotten done in the first week. And from what I'm seeing, not very much. Koval is closed, which is a huge pain in the butt for everybody trying to get down Koval between Harmon and Flamingo, back and forth to work, to their hotels. Got to make a big loop around, and then halfway down Harmon, they got it down to one lane, so that congested even more. So yes, big pain in the butt, all of this. temporary bridges on Flamingo that go over Cobalt, designed just for the race. These all still got to come down as well. I'm still seeing a lot of structure up over here at Ellis Island, but I haven't gone down to walk it all yet.
Interestingly, behind me is an okay sort of property with a casino.
This mother. I will have you know that Ellis Island is a wildly popular resort with locals and tourists alike. Now, we were just talking about this. I think that they're tearing apart the race structure on the strip before they get over here, but they still had Cobalt closed last night coming off of Harmon. And I don't know if it's still closed up there. This is Alan, guys. Where are you from, Alan?
I'm from Ontario, Oregon.
Right on. And he just walked up to me while I'm filming my Ellis Island segment, and he's like, yeah, I saw your video on the racetrack. And so what'd you think of the whole F1 thing?
I wish they would have brought in IndyCar instead.
There you go. How's getting around right now with all this still going on?
It's a lot better now than it was before. It was a nightmare before.
Yeah, it was terrible.
I definitely understand the locals' point on it.
Appreciate you, man.
No problem.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yep. I don't know where all these cars are coming from. If they're not coming from Harmon, maybe they're coming from some of these other businesses, or they're coming from the paddock itself. Speaking of the paddock,
Locals don't want us calling it the paddock. The person involved in that mass shooting going back some years ago has a surname, Paddock. But as you can see here behind me, it says Paddock Campus Feed. We know that F1's marketing Paddock Club as usual. I think I did see something that said this might be termed as the Plaza, but I think that's mainly for local media. And if you happen to be in the paddock at this particular event,
let me tell you a little something about this place called Ellis Island. Cool little casino, great food, great service, just an awesome place. And when I hear somebody talking shit about it, it gets under my skin just a little bit. This is what I don't understand. You come to the city I was born and raised in, and you dog it out. There's so many instances in the videos I've seen where you've done nothing but bash the city of Las Vegas, but then you turn around and you say you think it's going to be a great race and it's good for Vegas. So which is it? You either hate it being here or you want it to be here. You got to pick a side, buddy. There's a little tunnel through here that's blocking off the turn when they come flying out of here and head down Cobalt. I want to be clear here. This isn't a bash F1 video, and it's definitely not about Las Vegas, because Las Vegas is my town. I love Las Vegas. What it is they did this wrong. If they would have took the extra year for this, what turned out to be an exhibition race anyway, they could have built this a lot better. Now over here, I don't really care about, because you don't really see this. It's not really, well, you know, I guess it kind of is. Looking at the traffic, I guess it is kind of a slowdown. But it's not as bad as what they did to the Strip and other areas of Vegas. And I'm not here to bash another YouTuber. I'm here to get something straight. Don't come to my town and talk shit and then expect us not to say something back. I know I'm gonna get a lot of bad comments on this. I got a lot of bad comments on the last one. Again, I'm not here to bash F1. I actually like F1. I wanted to go to the race. I wanted to see it. I'm an automotive sports fan myself. Don't know a lot about F1, but thought it would have been really cool to see the race. And I think it's good for Vegas if they do it correctly, which they haven't. There is one positive. The big, ugly grandstand that sat right here in front of Ellis Island is gone. So I have officially seen one thing torn down. This is one of the things I'm talking about. I mean, literally stanchions in the middle of the intersection. When I say things like they did it wrong, this is what I mean. What happens if, God forbid, you get a drunk driver hauling ass through this intersection and they slam into that? Those little plastic barriers aren't going to stop a big truck from going through there, knocking that down, and then all of this structure comes crashing down like dominoes. It's things like that where I say they rushed this. They should have taken another year, done it right, built the proper structure, infrastructure to hold this stuff up, rather than have that right in the middle of the intersection like that. The idea of this giant erector set is actually kind of cool. It's the visual that sucks. They are tearing down the, as soon as the car goes by, they are tearing down the, there's a lot going on over here at the Bellagio now. They are tearing down the grandstands. I don't know how many times I got to record this. I've messed it up like 3 times. But yeah, the grandstands are finally coming down. Too bad they can't put the trees back that they chopped out of there to put those up. Maybe F1 should take a lesson on how construction is really done in Las Vegas, because even though you see this gigantic structure over here at the Horseshoe, pedestrians can still get by. They can still walk through it. They can still go around it. And it's not causing any traffic backups. It's all contained. Just a thought. I'm curious about the Venetian right now. And wondering if they got those grandstands out. I've never even saw them completed. I just saw where they had drained the water and were building them. Now they did say it was going to take 6 weeks to get it all out. None of the grandstands have been taken down over here in front of the Mirage. I'd imagine they're just working their way down, one project at a time. And it does look like the Venetian has taken down its grandstand. They did that quicker than F1. Oh, there's still some structure in there, but they did take it down. No water yet. There was a lot of stuff right here last week when I made the first video. So it's weird how they're taking it apart in sections. They're not picking one side of the racetrack and working their way down. They're like pulling it out here and there. Fact of the matter, they're pulling it out. And that's what I want to see. I just want to see it gone. And hopefully a better system next year when they put it back up, because I think I said 10 years or 7 years is the contract. I was corrected many times in the chat or in the comments of the last video that it's 3 years, and then we can opt for what, 7 more. So let's hope next year this goes up a lot smoother than it did this year, and maybe they have a better plan. Yeah, I can see a lot of bits and pieces of the structure coming down over here by the Sphere now. I was over here last night when it was dark, and you still got a lot of structure right in front of the Sphere, but a lot of it is coming down right here. To sum this all up, it's coming down. And this isn't my typical kind of video. I never ever tried to speak ill of another creator, but there was a lot of things I left out that were said about Vegas and F1 that I wasn't particularly fond of. And I hope I don't ever have to do something like this again, because it wasn't really fun to say what I had to say. But it is my town, it is where I grew up, and I always try to promote my city as best I can. I'm always honest in my reviews, but I always try to promote. Anyway, guys, I'm done with this video. It's been a nightmare to edit. It's the first 4K full-on long-form video I've ever edited, and I did it all with a little itty-bitty camera. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to keep updating what's going on with F1 to see how long it actually takes them to tear it down and what the strip looks like, especially in front of the Bellagio where they hacked all the trees down. So I'll keep you updated on that. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry it's echoey. I'm editing in my kitchen right now. The new house. You guys totally rock. Appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next video.